right away. Oh my god. All right, so here's the next one of how progressive ideology is making people undesirable. This is where some chick thinks she's a puppy. I guess maybe sometimes she thinks, maybe she's like the mom, like the bitch, right? Like the female dog, and sometimes he like sucks on her titties for you know, like he's the pup. Maybe sometimes they're like, you know, he's the puppy and like she's the mom, and like, you know, I love that. Like, if you were a guy, bro, you would not find a girl. Like, it would be very hard. As a girl, man, guys are so accepting. Guys are fucking pathetic. Anyways, let's go back to it.
Hey, come on in. Come here. How's your walk? You want a treat? Yeah? You want a treat? Okay, I'll get you a treat.
My name's Danny, and I'm a puppy girl just looking for head pats.
How much you want to bet he's with her? Because I wouldn't say she's hot, but big ass, big titties. And she's not ugly. I bet he's okay with it because of the way she looks. And also she's always on her knees, so that's a plus, I'm just saying.
My name is Jack, and I'm Danny's owner.
Danny's owner.
You want something sweet?
No, bro, you gotta give her dog food. Don't be that guy. Give her dog food. That's what she is. She's a fucking dog. Don't give her Twix. Give her dog food.
So this is Danny, who likes to play as a dog. Again, it's alternative and totally not mentally unhealthy. This is a part of a series called Love, Don't Judge, which is an ironic title because in my experience, the people who constantly say don't judge are some of the most judgmental and intolerant people. If you've watched some of my other...
It's kind of like how the people who are like the most progressive, like, you know, love everyone. But if you fucking disagree with me, I will fucking hunt you down and kill you like the dog that you are, you piece of shit. But I'm tolerant. I'm never angry. But don't fucking piss me off, motherfucker, because I'll stab you in your sleep. But I'm a nice person overall. It's like the people who like call themselves nice are usually the nastiest.
Other videos, then you'll know that during the Love, Don't Judge segment, truly baits and pushes the people being interviewed to talk about how oppressed they are when they read comments that literally every creator gets. Even when the creators being interviewed aren't actually bothered by what's being said, or even when what's being said is not really a hate comment. Let's see the oppression that Danny faces.
While Jack was happy to get on board the Puppy Play boat, many onlookers had other opinions about their unusual relationship dynamic.
We do get a lot of negative comments online. Jesus Christ, you need therapy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a concerned individual, not a nasty person.
I would say that she needs therapy judging by her actions.
My God, bro.
Full transparency, though, there is a comment towards her about a dog pound that I cut out, but it was obviously a joke, and I don't think she was that offended by it, because...
Does she fuck animals? If she's a dog, she goes to a dog park, and a dog just like, you know, humps her. Is she okay with it? How does this work? Well, like, what's the extent of being a dog?
She laughed at it. Also, welcome to content creation. Probably
yeah, seriously.
Most of content creators need therapy. Addictive personalities are a part of what makes people successful in a super competitive environment.
True.
So it should be no shock that a large number of successful creators are addicts. Personally, for me, it's why I rarely drink and I don't do any recreational substances. I make sure that proclivity is focused on something
you might get addicted.
And not something that's pathological.
Fair enough, yeah.
So again, that statement that person made can be applied to most people who enter the public space. Same thing with negative comments. Every single creator big enough to have a comment section gets negative comments.
Yeah.
I don't see why Truly needs to frame it as some special case when that comment is made towards Danny. With that said, let's go over why I think Danny needs therapy.
I've had chronic anxiety and panic attacks since I was a kid.
Maybe you want therapy for that. Chronic anxiety.
Puppy play is this really great coping skill that when I've had a really stressful day.
Okay, so basically what happens is she puts a facade as if she's somebody else. So even if she has a stressful day, it's like she's a different being, and therefore those stressors don't apply to her. And that's how she deals, right? It's kind of like an escapism.
I can come home and just kind of lose myself in that puppy space, and he'll take care of me.
Chronic anxiety seems like a good reason to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Panic attacks also seem like a good reason to
Yeah.
go to therapy. To add to that, obviously I can't show this next thing, and it's not said in the Truly video, but Danny is a sex worker with an OF account, and I have never heard of someone choosing that field who is not a trauma survivor. Yet another reason to get treatments. Then she says that she's using puppy play as a coping mechanism. Well, you know, a lot of people think that drinking is a really good coping mechanism for anxiety or having a stressful day.
Yeah.
I'm making the comparison to addiction for a reason.
Yep.
Addiction is a continued, uncontrollable behavior that is leading to negative consequences. One, you know she can't control it because she's using it as a coping mechanism and a way of regulating emotion. Using a drug of choice or a problematic behavior to regulate emotion is a key identifier of addiction. Also, like with Max, it will eventually progress to more extreme behavior. Two, it's going to have social consequences for her because people are going to see this behavior and not want to be around her. The reason for that is because she's acting like someone's dog. Dogs are children with no responsibility and cannot take care of themselves. An adult acting out this role and saying they don't want to shoulder responsibility makes them undesirable. Third, it's putting strain on her relationship with her boyfriend. We'll get to that. This is what I mean when I say this behavior is an addiction. You can also see that she's not taking care of her physical health. She was much healthier looking in the older photo of her.
Yeah.
But more importantly, there are healthier ways to treat anxiety. The reason you get therapy is so things like
such as like what, meditation, I believe, breathing exercises, exercise overall, like yoga, all that stuff, right?
Anxiety don't constantly cause you to suffer, and so you don't develop a pathological behavior to cope with your anxiety, which is what will happen when you don't have guidance. Also, here's where the relationship is being strained.
When I first told Jack that I was into puppy play, it was really small and innocuous. I just said, hey, you should call me Puppy as like a pet name. And once he was fine with that, I kind of just spilled it.
It's like, warm them up a bit. Butter them up before you completely throw them under the fucking bus, right?
Like, okay, cool, I'm actually into puppy play. I like acting like a puppy. You should buy me a bowl.
Again, wanting to be referred to as a puppy, which is a child, just like Max wanted to be referred to as a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's similar behavior. But the fact that she had to hide it is a problem in itself. Now, I'm not saying that this is first date material. This is something that she should have been upfront about very closely.
Imagine going on a first date. It's like, oh, so what do you like? Oh, I like playing as a puppy. I have my own bowl. My owner takes me out for walks. He puts a chain on me. Like, that is cool. Yeah. Listen, so I'm sorry to cut this short. It was like it was unexpected, but like before I came here, I just got a call from my boss, and he said like I just didn't want to cancel, so I want to meet you. But like, yeah, my boss said that like I need to go back to the office, so like, yeah, you know, so I'm sorry. Well, let's redo this some other time.
Close to the start of the relationship. Her trying to ease him into it is dishonest behavior.
Yeah.
It's like saying, once I've hooked you to the point where you'll feel guilty for leaving, I'm going to lay my personality disorder on you.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty like spontaneous, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This was not spontaneous. She hid this from you and likely profusely planned out every step for when she would tell you. She didn't just magically come up with it one day. This was on her mind from day one.
Oh, 100%.
I've never dated anyone that's been into puppy play before.
Yeah, because it's not normal.
She's definitely the first.
Yeah, because she tricked you into it. I bet if she was more upfront about it at the start of the relationship,
You would not
you would've
date
said
her.
no to it. And it seems to be that way from my perspective,
no.
because when you look at their interactions, he doesn't appear to be all that into it. It's more like he's being used.
Right, sit. Good girl. Stay. Okay, get it.
You would think she would have like practiced that trick before going on camera. But can you hear how his voice is flat and he's not really engaged? Even though he says he likes it at the end of the video, I don't believe him. His affect in his
I'm sure he likes it during like sex, and she goes like fucking wild, doggy style and all that shit. Yeah, I'm sure. And like all the licking of the dick, and you know, I get that. Like he's excited for that, but like the actual thing, probably not.
Expressions are all wrong. He looks like he is constantly putting on a forced smile. This is different from Johnny, the guy from the other video. He is clearly into that kink. But I've seen a lot of people interact with actual dogs, and this is certainly the most unenthusiastic interaction I've seen from a pet owner getting their animal to do a trick. Probably because in his mind he is thinking,
This is
"Can you
stupid."
stop pretending to be a dog for like 5 seconds so we can have an adult conversation?" Also, who wants to be in this sort of relationship where it appears to be very one-sided?
Also, again, bro, what are your friends saying about this? Are your friends... Do your friends think like, oh yeah, this is fine. This is normal. That's cool. Yeah, you do you, bro. Yeah, you'll always be my friend. Oh, they'll remember you as the guy who did that. You know, once you guys break up, they'll keep making fun of her. You know that. They're like, yeah, remember that crazy chick you used to date who thought she was a dog? Bro, what were you thinking? That's what his friends are gonna say.
He's playing
Because he looks like a normal dude, so I'm assuming his friends are also normal.
along with the dog thing and doing something that he seems
Like,
like
yeah,
he
she
doesn't
tricked
wanna
me into
do.
it.
So let me ask, what does she do in return for the inconvenience? Ultimately, the reason people develop
Sex.
these proclivities relates back to family history.
That's-
The people involved have had a bunch of pathological relationships from their family of origin.
Yeah.
Therefore, being in a relationship is scary, so they find ways to put up barriers to avoid real intimacy. It's them saying, I'm going to act like a dog or a 5-year-old girl because real relationships are scary to me, and this is my way of avoiding them. I'm not your girlfriend, I'm your daughter. Or, I'm not your girlfriend, I'm your dog.
Jesus
There are
Christ,
all
bro.
kinds of ways people avoid intimacy when they've experienced bad childhood.
Again, yeah, it's the whole facade thing where it's like, if you pretend you're somebody else, it's like, okay, for example, if you're a shy person and you want to pick up chicks and like you're afraid to like talk to girls, pretend you are and like making an act or like you're copying someone else who does it. That makes shit so much easier, right? Pretend you're like, just, I don't know, think about a cool guy in a movie that has the one-liner, right? And pretend that you're him. So even if you get rejected, it's not you who gets rejected, it's the guy, right? It's the act that gets rejected, and you're fine with it, right? It's a coping mechanism. It's not really healthy. It doesn't teach you how to like accept judgment and like, you know, deal with people's rejections. It's not good overall. It's fine if you do it once in a while as a joke or whatever, that's different, but it's like if that's your mechanism to like doing stuff and dealing with shit, yeah, obviously it's not healthy. Like you need to learn how to deal with shit actually.
This is just a more extreme example. Like I said, do what you want, but what I
Yeah.
don't like is them bringing this stuff into public spaces where kids can be involved.
Oh
I mean, I
god.
love him so much. He's my owner. He takes really good care of me and just makes my little puppy heart happy. I know that it looks weird from the outside, but you know, I feel like there's a lot more to it. What we do works for us.
This is what I don't like. I don't like the suggestion that this is just an alternative behavior, along with ignoring
Yeah.
the series of mental health issues that come along with acting like this.
Yep.
There's a reason it looks weird. It's a sign of poor mental health. What you should really be asking
The worst part is like when he said like if kids see this and stuff like that. If the problem is kids are like sponges. If they see adults do something, they would think it's normal. It's fine. And kids are very impressionable, so they will start like can be like, yo, I want to act like a dog too. That looks like fun because they don't know. They don't understand the implications, right? It's really damaging just to the observers. Like if they're kids, right? Fuck, it can even be damaging to people who are like her on the fence, who are like, they want to do this kink, but it's like, their better judgment says no, but then they see you guys like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm a cat. For no reason. Just because like some people are okay with it, are okay with being like in this kink, then they should be okay with it too. Like that's not how it works.
is why don't you want to be who you actually are? Why doesn't Max want to behave like an adult?
Yeah.
Why doesn't Danny want to behave like a human?
Because life
These are the
sucks if you're a
important mental
human.
health questions that need to be asked.
We've gotten a lot of negative comments online. Things like, you're an abomination to God. You
Jesus
disease
Christ,
us,
that's a bit much.
This is bestiality. This is
I don't know if I can call it bestiality. She's not actually a dog, but first, go, come.
disgusting. You
We're
need a
really doing this, huh?
therapist, You need help. I make it a point not
God is
to
dead.
respond to any of those negative comments just because I know it's not worth it.
Hands down, this is the most mentally healthy thing that Danny has said. Danny, a person who has actual anxiety issues, can ignore negative comments, then I don't see why people like Taylor Lorenz have to go cry
Oh,
in a corner for a
God.
week because someone said they didn't like an article she wrote.
Oh
The bottom line,
God,
though,
Taylor
is that
Lorenz.
This is not just some quirky
Another
alternative
idiot.
lifestyle. It's people who have been victims to likely some pretty bad stuff, and they're acting out these characters as a way of not dealing with their issues.
Yep.
And what the promotion of these kinds of behaviors of denial from many different movements, like say the fat acceptance movement, has done is it's pretty significantly reduced the number of partners who are desirable.
Yep.
And just to make this clear, Truly is actively promoting this stuff along with many other unhealthy relationships.
Can this puppy-loving pair convince the world that what might seem weird to others is perfect for them?
So what will happen is that people watching this stuff who are socially on the edge and don't know that these behaviors stem from psychological trauma and mental health issues is that they will lean into their weird behaviors and call themselves quirky instead.
That's exactly what I just said. When people see this, specifically kids, but it can happen with adults. People see this and they're like already like on the fence. This can throw them over the edge there. Yeah, totally right.
Of fixing their problems. Remember that Max got the idea for her DDL.
This whole like, I agree with him like pretty much 100%. The problem with this acceptance is we accept all these issues. We accept health issues as like, you have a health issue, fat is the new healthy. Okay, you have a mental issue, that's the new normal. No, it's a mental issue. I can accept that you have a mental issue. I don't hate you for having it. Deal with your fucking shit though. Right? You're like, it's not even like, there's a reason there's a normal, you know? It's because it's what people accept and expect of you as a person in society. If you lived in the woods and like whatever and like, fuck it, like go be a tree hugger. I don't give a shit. That's like, if this, like this will start affecting other people, right? People who are like in a bad mental state, people who are kids and their brains are sponges, people who are like on the fence of being weird, but they're like, society is still managing to keep them sane and normal. This can affect them, right? It's not like, well, I'm not hurting anybody. Imagine there was 10 of you people and you would go as a pack to the fucking park, right? And people see this.
Relationship and the idea to behave like a 5-year-old from watching YouTube videos. So then they go through life saying, why don't I have any friends?
Yeah,
why
I wonder.
can't I get a job? Why do things not go my way in life? This is why. People are constantly being pushed into being less desirable by big media companies and activists. Do you want to know why there are less and less good relationship partners out there? How about we look at the overweight and obesity statistics, which describes around 70% of America.
Yep.
Both men and women don't want overweight partners.
Yep.
Oh wait, I can't say that because it's been deemed hate speech. Then add on the fact that tons of people can't get
Facts,
their jobs
though.
because they were lied to about the efficacy of college, which in reality just ended up wasting 4 to 6 important years of their lives.
The only reason to go to college is because you know exactly what you're doing and the job actually has demand. Okay? Doctors, lawyers, all that stuff, go to college. Everything else, man, skills, go to university. College, like skill college, like, like electrician, all that stuff, you can go for that. But like all this bullshit about like gender studies major, like who needs you in their job force? The only reason people are hiring gender majors or gender study majors or whatever it's called are people who are like going through this PR bullshit where they need to show that they have diversity because some people on Twitter are mad that they don't and their actual customers don't give a shit. This is a dying market, by the way. More and more companies stop going woke by the day because they realize you go woke, the woke crowd is not the one paying your fucking bills. It's the people who don't have time to look at Twitter. It's the people who are actually working, that have money to spend, who don't give a shit about what the weirdos on Twitter are saying. Those are the people who are giving you money. They don't give a shit about your woke agenda. And if you shove it in their face, they go somewhere else.
Being completely broke in your mid-20s and in tons of debt is not sexy.
Yeah, no.
Then you have the massive
great.
promotion of sexual promiscuity by mainstream media, feminism, and the red pill, which is another behavior that both men...
The red pill... Does it promote promiscuity, the red pill? Oh, I guess for the guys, yes, it does. Yeah. It's like men are dominant, they should be fucking multiple women type thing. Okay.
Men and women find undesirable. Where have all the good men gone? Where have all the good women gone? This is where they went.
Yeah.
They got convinced to take on pathological behaviors instead of self-improving.
Yeah.
We've had decades of mainstream movements promoting behaviors that people find unattractive,
Yeah.
and it's preventing us from getting along.
Acceptance.
Honestly, maybe that's the point. Because I've noticed that people who have no friends or good people around them are quite susceptible to tribalism.
Yep.
All it takes just...
Bro, so true, man. So true. I don't want to say who it is, but I know a guy, man. I know a guy. He went down the deep hole of conspiracies. And it's a very tribal fucking environment, man. Like, where everyone who agrees with you is a friend, everyone who doesn't is an enemy. And then people within your tribe who disagree on one point are no longer your friends. Right? It gets scary, man. Thank God this guy is married and he has kids, and like his wife is kind of on the same boat, and like the kids are whatever. But it's like, I don't know if it's healthy for the kids, but you know, not my kids, not my problem. But holy shit, man. Yeah, 100%. Don't have friends, you start finding tribes.
Screwed people over for many years is a company like Truly saying, lean into your weirdness,
Oh,
you're just
God.
quirky.
Oh
No,
my God.
fix your mental health problems. Go to the gym, eat healthy.
Amen,
Take care of your
brother!
appearance. Learn how to
Preach!
detect social cues. Learn how to maintain good social boundaries. Start caring about people's needs and start helping them.
The psychology, like basic psychology for human interaction, needs to be a mandatory course. You need to know how to deal with people and kind of like read people to an extent, right? Understand like if they like you, if they don't like you, can detect like the subtle signs of like when to end the conversation, how to not make shit awkward. Like I think these like are such important skills in life, and the only way to really learn them is from experience. And most people, well, not most, but a lot of people do not experience it. That's why you have 33-year-olds who like can't talk to girls still, and they get like super fucking shy, like me, when they talk to a girl because they're just not used to it.
When you get all this stuff right, people will magically
They can't
start to
read the
like
room.
you. Like I said, this is bad on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You have feminism saying, how dare you like a woman because she is beautiful and feminine?
Wow.
That's sexist.
Yep.
Then from the red pill side, you see guys saying, women are so shallow, they never talked to me until I got muscles and started making more money.
I mean, the man is right. The man is right. Listen, if you are... But again, he is right because it is the truth. If you don't take care of yourself, you don't have money, what do you really have to offer to the girl? Love and affection? Bro, like, yeah, she needs that, sure, but it's like, she can get love and affection from a guy who has muscles. Not necessarily like a lot of muscles, just like looks fit, healthy, and has money.
How dare they like things that are attractive?
Yeah.
Do what works. If you improved yourself and people responded well to that, then great. Stop
Yeah.
being resentful.
This is the thing, though. Dude, he's so right, but I know I will still be resentful, bro. When I get jacked and look good and like start making more money and shit, and it's coming eventually, maybe, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know, but if and when this happens, bro, I know I'll get female attention, and I know I will be resentful because these females didn't fall in love with my potential, right? I already know this about myself. I know I'll die alone. But this is why, because I'm so fucking resentful. It's crazy. And I know it's a fucking problem, but man, there is absolutely nothing that can change my mind about this. I would, if I get hot, like, you know, jacked and shit, and I have money, and girls wanna fuck me, I would probably never date them. Because I'd be like, well, where were you when I wasn't hot and attractive and had money? Where were you back then? Yeah, you wouldn't like me back then, would you, bitch? Yeah, get the fuck out of my sight. You don't deserve me. And that's all resentful. That's all resent, man. It's fucked up. And I know it's coming. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, hopefully it changes by the time it happens, but fuck, man. I am probably gonna be resentful. Especially if it's a chick I know that I hit on and didn't reciprocate. And if she gets the hots for me after I get hot and like start making decent living, bro, I am gonna be the biggest dick. I would definitely fucking dump. And I would even probably mess around with her to the point where she thinks it's going somewhere. And then when she has to move in, I'll be like, get the fuck out of my house. I don't want to see you ever again. Fuck out. Because it's all resent. I am so resentful. It's unhealthy how resentful I am. I am dying alone. Straight up.
Because people want to be around you. That's a great way to end up alone and miserable. I have to say it again, because this appears to be people's #1 sticking point.
Yep.
Do what works.
Yep.
If something's not getting you what you want, stop doing it. People who are successful are able to quickly throw out things that don't benefit them and replace them with things that do.
Yep.
But in order to do that, you need to let go of your ego,
Yep.
let go of your hurt feelings, and
100%.
critically assess if what you're doing is actually leading you in the right direction.
Yep.
You will be shocked at how fast your life will improve when you start doing that.
Bro, so
Anyway,
true,
thanks for
man.
watching. Follow me on Twitter.
Fuck,
I'll
so
see you in the
true,
next video.
man. It's so true, it hurts, but I know. Everyone knows this. The fun thing, like, this
If
last
something's
part,
not getting-
this last part is like, it's so simple. You know it. I know it. Asmongold knows it. Everybody knows it, okay? It's so simple. And yet, you cannot let go of your ego, of your hurt feelings, of your resentment. You can't. It's like a part of you. It's like Venom, right? Like the cartoon Venom, like the MC universe, right? From the MCU Venom, yeah. It's like he just lives inside of you, and it's just a part of you. Yeah, man, it's super true. And I don't know if I can fix it, to be honest. The resentfulness, the ego-ish, I kind of let go of. Okay, I can change like certain habits, stuff like that, stuff that don't work. Like right now, I'm working in a job that I never thought I would. I let go of my ego just to do it, right? It's like, yeah. But the resentfulness when it comes to women, I don't know. I don't know, man. Whenever like I got cocked by my friends, not intentionally, but it's like you see a girl you like, but she likes your friend, you're like, alright, cool, whatever. It's like, at least someone gets laid. Shit like that, man, it's like pent up resentment. It's just, oh man, it filled up. It's crazy. And I know, I don't know what to do about it. It's fucked up. I don't know what to do about it, man. Shit. Alright, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.